So if you look at something like a pressure rake or a measurement rake, then typically you would have a series of keel probes. So that's a keel probe, a typical keel probe that would be fitted, where you're measuring the total pressure at that particular point, and from that deriving velocity to determine the aero profile of the car, especially around complex wake structures like front and rear tires. And then this would be connected via tubing to a pressure scanner. So this is one of our Evo scans, physically very small, and this is going to be sitting out in the air, so you want it to create as little drag and little disturbance as possible. The big advantage of an Evo scan is it's small enough you could fit it directly onto the rake with a rake without creating too much distraction from the aero measurements. And they've proven very effective over the last 4 or 5 seasons of use on those rakes. Traditionally, you would use a much larger scanner. A scanner would be fitted probably onto the body of the car, and you'd be running a lot of tubing around. And having lots of tubing brings lots of negative effects and things that need to be corrected for. So the ideal situation is to have the measurement done as close as possible to the point where you're actually interested in the measurement or interested in the actual point of measurement. Yeah. With regard to the rest of the car, as usual with a race car, downforce is the predominant effect that we're looking at. We're looking at downforce and also lift, but also to some extent drag. And what we tend to find is that most of the pressure scanners would be either used in aerodynamic devices like wings and formerly barge boards and turning vanes, but the majority would be used in the floor, where most of the work is done to achieve downforce and track performance. And this year, the flow will be even more important than before, because many of the teams, the rules are now focused on ground effect, and ground effect is all about organic aerodynamic downforce coming from the floor for many reasons, but probably mostly to allow a clean wake and less dirty air to be produced, affecting the car behind. So we think we'll see more and more aerodynamic research in the floor, as has been the need in the last few years. But it'll be interesting to see how many of the teams address that new challenge brought about by the rules.